Uncertainty. What is uncertainty? Uncertainty is basically, whatever does it mean? It means doubt. You have a lot of doubt. You have a lot of questions. You don't know what is true or false. Uncertainty comes in the form of fear, obviously. Comes in the form of stress. And comes in the form of anxiety. Example, COVID-19. A lot of deaths. I live in California. A lot of people are being hospitalized to the point where they don't have rooms in the hospital. Second point, unemployment. Okay, unemployment's through the roof. This is the sanctuary state where motherfuckers just be flying and filing for unemployment in general. But now because of a lot of, businesses being shut down due to state and federal law, they can't employ people, so they got to send people home. And that forces people to rely on something that's outside of themselves. Making ends meet. People can't barely survive. They can barely pay the rent. Some people can't pay the rent. Some people can't pay the bills. Some people can't pay their, mortgages, their car notes. But, the debt collectors keep coming because they don't give a shit. It's like, you're going to pay me in death or life, whatever one you want. So why is this important? Because in order for us to change our current situation, our current experience, or circumstance, we must know that we are the source, the solution, and the response to every problem that happens in our life. You were given this problem so you can solve it. No one else. Okay? No one else is going to solve this for you except for you. And right now, all the problems that are happening in your life, you think like, oh, well, that's not important, or, this sucks. Look at, go watch, the DMX and Rough Riders and all the stuff he went through when he knew he was better than everyone else. But, the market wasn't ready for it. The market wasn't ready for a street type of rap. This is the same thing with you. Like, you're ahead of your time, but at the same time, the market has to catch up to you. So what do you do in the meantime? Right now, what you do in the meantime is you bring the focus back to what you can do right now, not what someone else can do for you right now. Okay? I know, like a lot of us in the situations to where, I know I've been in situations where I had no job, had no money. I started a new job. Okay? I had started 2 new jobs and I barely had money to take the bus. Real talk. And I was working 2 jobs and I was doing back to back. And then I was working for this other company, and, this manager, she was just on me, all the time, looking for any excuse to fuck shit up. But I continued to work those 2 jobs. And what I did in the meantime, everything I got, I gave away. I encourage you to do the same thing. Everything that you experience, that you have, you start giving stuff away. Now, does that mean like you just give it away for free? Yeah, sure. People can say that. The most important thing about that is your ability to give is your ability to have. If I give, it's because I have. If I give and I have, that means I receive. So if you want to receive something, you need to give something that is innately yours, your experience. That's the number one thing you give. You give your experience. Courses online. Me doing this video. You can do videos too. You can say, this is what's fucked up about the problem. This is what's fucked up about that, my folks on, Facebook. Y'all know. All the problems with the unemployment when they call you, oh, well, you owe us money. And then first, you can't get through for like 3 months, and then you get through, and then they, delay your payment. And then when you get the payment, they say, oh, well, we paid you too much, so you got to pay us back. And then they sent me like 3, 4, 10 letters talking all this shit. Now they can, this is the IRS. The IRS is the greatest, criminal syndicate on planet Earth. Forget everybody else. The IRS is the greatest criminal syndicate on planet Earth. Do your research. Okay? And that's what they do. They have no business being there. Okay? The people can take care of shit. This is what we need to all understand. Okay? You don't need a government. You don't need somebody to tell you what to do. Because you know what? You have innate traits, characteristics, and attributes that tell you what to do and how to do it. The problem is you don't know that. You think you need somebody else. And the second point, it says, the reason why I say all this stuff is you are a king or a queen. I don't care what role you're acting in right now. I don't care if you're in the hood, you're acting like a thug, you're acting like a nigga, bitch. I don't care. You're still a king and queen. You just choose to use your king and queen royalty to destroy shit. Because that's all you know how to do is destroy shit. You say, I'm miserable, I'm going to make everybody else around me miserable. So we have to make a choice. Either we're going to continue to be miserable, misery loves company, and be a victim, or stop being a victim and start being a victorious king or queen that we're all born to be. How do I know this? Look at your date of birth. Break it down. Add the numbers straight across. Life path number. Your traits, your attributes, your characters. How come Google knows this, but you don't know that? Number 3, it empowers you to be absolute in your power base of your life right now. You need to be the absolute power base. Okay? People say you need to rely on religion. You need to rely on this. You need to rely on that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But guess what? You are the absolute power base in your life and all your choices and decisions. Your choices, decisions, and actions. Thoughts, feelings. You choose how you feel. You choose what you choose to focus on. Okay? For more information on how to choose to be the absolute power base in your life right now, email me at loveisablute3.com. Email me at loveisablute3@gmail.com. Hopefully you find this information beneficial, empowering, and most importantly, enlightening to get you think. Okay? Uncertainty. How do you deal with uncertainty? You create clarity, confidence, and certainty. How do you create clarity, confidence, and certainty? You know what is truth, you know the answers, and you know what you can and cannot do. You know what to do. Stop waiting for them to give you something. Stop waiting for someone to give you something. It's you start to give what you have. Brothers, pound. Sisters, behave.